Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at YOLO. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.yolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Hi everybody, how are you all doing? Good, that's great. Okay, so do you all know what class it is today? That's right, it's science. And since we have a science class, let me ask you all, are you taking care of yourselves? Keeping yourselves hydrated? Yes, that's good. Okay, so do you have any idea what topic we are going to do today? That's right, how plants prepare their own food. Now, that is through the process of photosynthesis. Now, let me tell you one more interesting thing. Plants not only prepare food through photosynthesis, but they also release oxygen. And who uses this oxygen? That is right. We breathe oxygen. So let's get started and not waste any more time. So let's study about photosynthesis. So I'm just going to take you all through a video. Okay. So can everyone see the screen? Yes? Okay, that's good. So let's get started. So today we are going to learn about the amazing process of photosynthesis. Okay, now let's take a look around in nature. Isn't it an absolute treat to our senses? Like our mind feels open, we feel fresh, our eyes, it's very relaxing for it. Yes? So it's like an absolute treat to all our senses. We all enjoy the colors and fragrances of plants, but we seem to forget about their important contribution. Now, plants are an absolute necessity for life on Earth. You know why? It is because of the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so now let's take a closer look at a plant. Now that shows it is firmly held in the soil with the help of roots. Can you see? A plant is firmly held in the soil with the help of roots. These roots absorb water from the soil. Okay, now plants need water for making their food. So these roots absorb water from the soil and through the tiny tubes, can you see the tiny tubes? They transport it to the stem and then to the leaves. So can you see it? How the water is getting transported from the stem and then to the leaves? Yes. Now the stem holds the leaf in such a manner that they absorb maximum energy from the sun. Yes. So the leaves are held in a manner that they absorb maximum energy from the sun. Now a leaf is very important part of the plant. Photosynthesis, the ultimate provider of food and oxygen, occurs in a leaf. Yes, so photosynthesis occurs in a leaf. That's very important. Remember this. Now a leaf consists of a flat thin lamina which is joined to the stem by a petiole. Can you see the petiole? It is joined, the little stem type, the little protruding thing from the stem, and then comes your leaf. That is called a petiole. Okay, the flattened lamina provides the large surface area for trapping sunlight. Now, let's do one thing. Let's look at a cross section of the leaf that shows the upper and the lower layers of cells, which are flat and irregular. Now, okay, let's go ahead and see. Below the upper layer is the layer of tightly packed cells. These cells have specialized organelles called the chloroplast. Yes, so these are specialized organelles which are called chloroplasts. Now, what does chloroplast do? Chloroplast contains the pigment called chlorophyll, okay, which gives green color to the leaves. Okay, so remember, this is very important. Now, the chloroplast consists of chlorophyll, and what does chlorophyll do? It provides green color to the leaves. The next layer has loosely arranged cells with large air spaces. Can you see this? Loosely arranged cells with large air spaces. Yes? Okay. This section also shows tubes specific for transporting the absorbed water into the leaves. Yes, can you see that? It transports the water. Now, the lower layer has many pores called stomata. Okay, each stomata is surrounded by two guard cells which regulate the opening and closing. Can you see that? Did you see that? Opening and closing of the stomata. Now, a leaf absorbs carbon dioxide from the environment through the stomata, which after passing through air spaces enters into chlorophyll containing cells. Can you see? Okay, so now let's get back to it. Let's understand it slowly. Now, every leaf contains stomata. What does stomata do? Stomata has two guard cells. It regulates the opening and the closing. Okay, and through this, the leaf absorbs carbon dioxide. See, it's very simple. Leaves absorb carbon dioxide, that is CO2, and they give out oxygen, that is O2. Okay, so what do the leaves do? They absorb carbon dioxide. They're absorbing water through the roots, and through the stomata of the leaves, they absorb CO2, that is carbon dioxide. And with the help of this water and carbon dioxide, I'm just going to break it down very easily for you. With the help of this water and carbon dioxide, they make their glucose and their oxygen, which is like glucose is like food for the plant and oxygen is what we breathe. So this was the entire gist, but I'm going to explain it like step by step now. Okay, so so this water and carbon dioxide enters into the chlorophyll containing cells. Okay, both water and carbon dioxide molecules are finally absorbed by the chloroplast. Can you see? They are getting absorbed by the chloroplast. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, these chloroplasts also have a capacity for trapping energy from sunlight. So they are going to trap sunlight as well. So what all did chloroplasts trap? It trapped water. That's right. It trapped, good job. And it also trapped sunlight. Very good. So it trapped three things. It trapped water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight. Good job. Very good. Okay, now these chloroplasts also have a capacity for trapping energy from sunlight. This energy is used to synthesize glucose and oxygen from carbon dioxide and water. Like I told you, now these chloroplasts have chlorophyll. So what it's going to do is it's going to make glucose, which is going to be the food for the plant, and oxygen, which it's going to release into the atmosphere, which we are going to breathe. Good job, everybody. And from what is the glucose and oxygen made? It's made from carbon dioxide and water. Very good. Now, these oxygen and glucose molecules diffuse out from the chloroplast. Okay, can you see? It's diffusing out. What is diffusing out? Oxygen and glucose. That's very good. Okay, so once it gets diffused, the glucose is transported through other specialized tubes to all parts of the plant, aiding its growth. What do you mean by aiding its growth? Supports its growth. Yes, good job. So glucose is like the food for the plant, and it's going to help the plant to grow. Yes. So they have specialized tubes which are going to help it transfer to the entire plant. Let's talk about oxygen. Now, the oxygen present in these air spaces diffuse out through the stomata. Now, stomata not only takes in the carbon dioxide, but it also sends out the oxygen that is made. Very good. So, during photosynthesis, oxygen is given as a life-sustaining gaseous compound to the atmosphere, while glucose or food is transported to all parts of the plant and is used for growth. So, if I can break it down for you all to summarize everything, green plants can make their own food through photosynthesis, but it also gives out oxygen. And what does it use to make this glucose and oxygen? That's right, it uses water and carbon dioxide. Easy? Yes. Do you have any doubts in this? So I made it really easy for you all to understand. So who absorbs the water? The roots. Very good. And then it transfers it to the leaves. Leaves have chloroplast and they have stomata, and they have the chloroplasts have chlorophyll, which gives the green pigment. Okay, now the stomata, it absorbs all the CO2 and it gives out all the oxygen. Okay, that's O2. And where are all these stomata present? In the lower portion of the leaf. Yes? Everyone's ready for it? Good job. Okay, so I think now we can attempt our first quiz. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link in the chat section and in the comment section on YouTube. All you need to do is go ahead, click on the link and get started. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Okay, let's go. Okay, make sure that you all attempt all the questions properly. Give it your 100%. Let's see how much you all have understood. If you all have any doubts, you can put it in the chat section and I will be more than happy to answer them. Yes? I would be really happy to answer them so that all your doubts are cleared and you'll understand the process of photosynthesis properly. Yes? Okay, let's go ahead. Go. Let me know once you are done. I hope you'll find it easy because this time's quiz is pretty easy. Let's see how you'll score. More than scoring, it's important for you all to understand. So I hope you all have understood the concept. Okay. Give me a thumbs up, all those who have completed, because I can see quite a few of you all have completed it. Let me just go through how many of you all have completed it. Okay. Okay, those who are left, I'll just give you a few seconds more and then we'll discuss the quiz together so that you'll understand it better. Okay, is everyone done? Shall we discuss it now? Okay, let's go ahead and discuss it. Okay, so let's start with the quiz. First question. Dash absorbs water from the soil. Leaves? No, leaves do not absorb water. Leaves take in the carbon dioxide and receive the sunlight. Roots absorb the water. What does the stem do? Stem transports the water from the roots to the leaves and the other parts of the plant. So who absorbs water? The answer is roots. Did you all get this right? Good job, everybody. Okay, next question. Energy from the sun is absorbed by leaves, absorbs the energy from the sun and also takes in carbon dioxide through the stomata. So your answer is leaf. What does the stem do? It transports the water from the roots to the leaves and the other parts of the plants. What do roots do? Roots absorb the water. So who absorbs sunlight and energy from sunlight? Your answer is leaves. Very good. Next, which of these pigment gives green color to the leaves? And we have only one answer in this, that is chlorophyll, and that is my option number 3. So I don't know what option it is for you all. So the answer is chlorophyll. Let's go ahead. Next question. Plants produce dash in the day and produce dash in the night. Okay, so this is very simple. Dash in the day. So plants produce oxygen in the day and they produce oxygen in the night. If they're going to take in carbon dioxide in the morning and give out oxygen, so in the night they will be giving out CO2. Okay, so your answer is oxygen and CO2. So they produce oxygen in the day and they produce CO2 in the night. Good job, everybody. This was a tricky question. The exchange of gases in the plants occurs from where the stomatas are. Now, where is the stomata? It is in the lower portion of the leaf. Upper portion of the leaf absorbs sunlight. So it has the chloroplast and the chlorophyll. Lower portion of the leaves has stomata. Roots absorb the water. So where is the stomata? Lower portion of the leaves. That's where exchange of gases takes place. Good job. Very good. So I think you have done pretty well in this one. Okay, that's very good. So now I have an experiment for you all. Are you excited to do it with me? Yes? Okay, so should I show you what experiment we are doing today? Yes? Okay, that's good. So just give me a second. I'm going to show it to you all. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to perform photosynthesis. So that is, we are going to learn how to make oxygen at home. Isn't that interesting? Yes? Okay, let's go through the material list. We need a plant, we need a beaker, we need a conical flask, we need a test tube, we need water, and we're going to draw something. So we'll be needing an A4 size paper, pencil, pen, sketch pen, color pencil, eraser, whatever you all feel comfortable. Okay, so I hope all of you are ready with your material list. Yes, good job. Okay, I can see some people running. So all those who are not ready, let me just give you like a few seconds and then we will go ahead with the experiment. Now, let me just tell those who are here, let me just tell you all. Now, photosynthesis is something that is going to take time. So we are going to do the experiment, but do not expect the results immediately. Why? Because it takes a certain amount of time. So I'm going to show it to you, and what you all need to do is you all need to perform the exact same experiment and the results will be seen. You will see how oxygen is being made, but it takes some time. So it can be even after like an hour or two. So you all don't have to worry if you all don't see the exact same thing happening right now, because do you make food in a minute? Is it possible? Is it 2-minute Maggie? No, food takes time. So that's what even plant, when they are making food through the process of photosynthesis and releasing oxygen, it's going to take some time. Okay, shall we start? Yes? Okay, so let's go and let's start. So what we are going to do is, first we are going to see how to perform the experiment and then you all are going to do it. Yes, so I'm just going to play the video now. So what we are going to do is generate oxygen from our plant. Okay, and this is our plant. So let's see how we're supposed to do. And can you see? Okay, one more very important thing. How will you check whether oxygen is generated or no? Remember, anything, fire burns, like anything which has fire will burn in oxygen. If there is no oxygen, it's going to go off. So that's how we are going to check. So what you're supposed to do is take a beaker and put a plant in it with a conical flask upside down, and then you submerge the test tube so that there is no gas which is leaking and no water goes in, and directly put it in. Yes, so it's going to be filled with water, and gradually over a period of time, you will see that the water level is coming down. Okay, so when you expose it to sunlight, what's going to happen is it's going to absorb all the carbon dioxide, and slowly and steadily you will see that the water level reduce. That means it has produced oxygen. Can you see? The fire was burning. Why? Because the plant has produced oxygen. Now, this plant is a small oxygen producing factory. But like I said, this is going to take a long time. You will have to keep your plant in sunlight so that it can absorb the sunlight and it can start its food making process. That is the photosynthesis process. So let's do one thing. Let's get started. So you need we are going to make this oxygen generating machine. That's a small factory of oxygen. So you need a beaker. Okay, and we are going to need all these equipments, but let's just start with a beaker. Place your beaker and then take some plant. Any plant would do, not necessarily an aquatic plant. Any plant, and place it at the bottom of the beaker. Yes, has everyone done that with me? Good job. Next step, what you need to do is you need to put your conical flask upside down so that the stem, the part which is, the stem type part is up and the flask faces down so that the plant is inside the funnel. Yes, everyone's done that? Okay, good. Next step. Your next step is you're going to pour some water in it, and we are using baking soda, but we are going to use water. Okay, we are just going to use water. Okay, but you can use baking soda as well, which will serve as a source of carbon dioxide for it, because the plant has to absorb the carbon dioxide, right? Yes. Okay, very good. So you need to put that in, and next make sure that you're placing it properly. Next, what you need to do is you will have to take your test tube, keep your thumb at the bottom, and once you insert it in the water, remove your thumb and place it above the little tube that is there above the funnel. Yes, can you see how we've placed it over here? It will automatically touch it. Okay, now after that you need to keep this entire thing in the sunlight. Okay, now you will start seeing this water level will start reducing. Why? Because the plant will start absorbing the carbon dioxide and it will start generating oxygen, producing oxygen. See, gradually the water level is going to come down. That means the photosynthesis process is taking place. It is taking in the carbon dioxide and giving out the oxygen. Yes. Now, after you see that the entire test tube is filled with oxygen and there's no more water, you take it out, and maybe with a matchstick or something which is burning, put it inside, and you'll see that it'll keep burning till the oxygen finishes inside, which is whatever's there inside the test tube. Yes, but now definitely this is going to take time. So you will have to keep your plant in sunlight for another 15 minutes to half an hour till the entire test tube is filled with oxygen. So it might take time depending on how much sunlight the plant is receiving. So do not worry, keep your plants in sunlight and definitely this will work out. Yes, and I hope you'll enjoy this experiment. And do send us the photo. I want to see whether it worked for you all. Yes? Good job, everybody. So did you understand this? Yes. So it's pretty simple. It's no rocket science. So let me ask you one more thing. Okay, now it is going to produce oxygen. It is taking in carbon dioxide. What will happen if we don't have a plant inside? What will happen? There will be no gas collection. Okay, why? Because the photosynthesis process is not taking place. So how will there be any solution? And what if we keep this plant in dark for many days? What will happen? No sunlight, that means it is not able to produce its own food. Forget taking in carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. It's not producing its own food. So the plant will die ultimately. Okay, so it's very important for it to be in water, for it to receive sunlight for the energy, and only then will it absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen and produce glucose, which will keep it alive. Clear, everybody? Yes, so I think it's time for another quiz. So what I'm going to do is I will be posting a link in the chat section and in the comment section on YouTube. All you need to do is click on it and go ahead. Yes, so I'll give you 2 minutes for the quiz again and then we'll discuss it together. Yes, good job. Go ahead. Make sure you'll answer the questions properly. You'll may have to apply logic. So apply your logics properly because science is all about logic, right? Ultimately. So apply your logics properly and give it your best shot. I hope you'll understood it properly. Okay, let me check. Okay, all of you all are doing pretty well. And this was a very short quiz. Most of you all have completed also very good. Did you understand the logic though? Yes? Good job, everybody. Very good. I can see the scoreboard. It's very nice. All of you all have done very well. Very good. Just give me a thumbs up, all those who have completed, because this has only 4 questions. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so most of you all have completed. So I'll just give a few seconds more for those who haven't completed, and then let's go ahead. Okay, shall we go ahead and discuss the answers? Yes? Okay, so just give me a second. I am going to share it with you all. Okay, can everybody see my screen? Yes? Okay, let's get started. Okay, in the above experiment, which gas is released? So the process in the above experiment is photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is absorbed and oxygen is released. So which gas is released? Oxygen. Ozone has nothing to do with it. So ignore it. Next, if the plant is removed from the above experiment, which gas will be collected in the test tube? If the plant is removed, that means carbon dioxide is not being taken in, oxygen is not being given out. Which gas is left? No gas. So there is no oxygen involved in it. There is no CO2, that is carbon dioxide involved in it, and ozone does not come into the picture. So there'll be no gas collection. Yes? Good job, everybody. Very good. Next, if the same experiment is done at night, which gas will be collected in the test tube? Remember, we did this in the previous quiz also. In the morning, CO2 is given out. In the morning, CO2 is absorbed and oxygen is given out, whereas at night, plants give out carbon dioxide, that is CO2. That's why, parents will always say, don't sleep under the tree at night. So CO2 is released at night. Good job. Next question. What do you think will happen if the entire jar is painted with black color? Now, There's an error, sorry. Black color. Now what happens if it's black color? That means sunlight is not reaching the plant. If sunlight is not reaching the plant, that means photosynthesis cannot take place. If photosynthesis is not taking place, that means plant cannot produce glucose for its food. So that means the plant will die. Yes, good job everybody, very good. So we have completed our quizzes. I have one more fun activity. Do you all want to do it with me? Yes? Okay, let's do it. So what we have now is we have a very nice drawing. I think you all will like it. So whatever experiment that we have performed right now, we are going to draw that. So let's go ahead and let's look at the drawing. So everyone get your stationery ready and let's get started. Write your name, today's date, what grade you're in, and the name of your school. So these four things you'll need to write. Besides that, write the experiment's name, that is photosynthesis experiment. Yes, let's quickly write this down and then we'll move on to the drawing section. Yes, let's go. Okay, be as neat as possible. Why? Because you all are going to submit these drawings to me only if you'll attend all four science classes and submit all four of your experiments or the drawings that you're doing. You're only once I receive the entries will you'll get the certificate. So make sure you'll attend all four classes and you'll submit all four drawings or whatever exercises we ask you to submit. Yes, make sure you'll do that. Only then will you'll receive your certificate. So I'm looking forward to seeing all your entries. Yes. Good job, everybody. Very good. I hope you'll have filled in all your details. Let's start now. Make a rectangular box. Okay, like a small table for the beaker. Make your beaker, make the inverted funnel and your test tube inside, any plant inside, and some water. Then make sure that you'll make these bubbles, because these bubbles are nothing but oxygen which is being collected at the top. So make sure you'll have like a limit over here for your water level and show your oxygen gas which is being collected here. Yes, so let's do this. It's like a very easy drawing and I hope you're going to draw it well. I'm going to select top 10 and going to feature it on our website. So looking forward to seeing your entries. Yes, I'll just give you all a few minutes to complete this drawing. It's absolutely easy. And I know all my kids are brilliant artists. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, is everyone done with the drawing? So it's a pretty easy drawing. Everyone's done. If you want, go ahead, color it. I would not mind. Like seriously, I would love to see how you all can beautify this drawing. Yes, you all can color it and send it as well. So I hope all of you have done. Even if you all haven't completed it, don't worry at all. You'll have 2 days window to submit your entries, but don't forget to submit them. You'll want your certificates, right? Okay, so you'll have 2 days to submit it. I'm looking forward to seeing all of them. I'm going to personally go through them and feature top 10 on our website. So yes, I think that's it for today's class. I would love to see you all in the next class, and don't forget to invite your friends as well. Yes, bye. I'll see you in the next class.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at YOLO. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.yolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.